How's it going, gamers? It is Saturday, my dudes. It is November 1st. It is also the last stream that I'll be doing for a little bit. I'm gonna be so for real with you. I wanted to cancel. I really did. I think I made myself sick. I don't know what happened. Oh, but I'm not feeling good. Oh, I'm not feeling good at all. This will be 100% a shorter stream. At least shorter in the context of the last couple of Dark Souls streams that I've done. I will probably do like maybe 1 or 2 attempts this stream instead of like 3 to 4 like I've normally been doing. I just didn't feel right just being like, I'm leaving for like 2 weeks. I'm not gonna have the last stream that I wanted to do. What's up, Xavier? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, we got some Dark Souls today. I think I want to do a Bandit and then a Pyromancer today. I think that those are my 2 classes I want to try another time. I am not going to stall. I'm just going to go straight in because I'm already like 30 minutes late. Oh shit, I didn't mean to continue. Well. I don't even remember what that one was. I think that was my... What did that one die from? I don't remember. That one was Gravity. I don't remember Gravity died too. I think it was something stupid. I mean, they've all been pretty stupid. Let's see. What are we getting rid of? Let's get rid of Average Jim. His time has come. Dragon on the Bridge, yeah, that's what it was. Let's see. If I do want to do a Pyromancer first, so what's a good Pyromancer name? Oh, I got one. Oh, I can't do Average Hat Logan? Aw. Hold on. Small Hat Logan. And this would be a Pyromancer. This would be Master Key. This would be large upper body. This will be... It's so funny that this just looks like Ryan Reynolds. I'll do a commoner, I don't really care too much. And then let's do another hair that I haven't really done. I think I haven't done curly hair in a while. And then we'll do... Let's do gray. Yeah. Alright. So as long as I can make some good progress today, I'm chilling. I said it in the last stream, but I think my goal is to at least make it to Ornstein and Smell. If I can beat Ornstein and Smell, I'd be very happy, but just making it there, I would feel like that's already a really good amount of success. So I need to go kill the butterfly and take the key to the depths, which lets me go fight Gaping Dragon, Taurus Demon, not Taurus Demon, Capra Demon. And then after Capra Demon, I go to Blight Town, fight Quelaag, and then I head to Anorlando. And then from Anorlando, that's when we get to fight Ornstein and Smell. Swerve. I do think it's really funny that you could just, can this kill? It does not kill. Oh. What? I don't know what's up with this guy. He just really let me manage my inventory right in his face. That was like the most BM thing I've ever done. Oh, I just saw that you got, oh, well, that's on me for reading chat. I just saw that you got, auto-modded. Sorry, I'll handle that in a second. By the way, the server is on, since I know you were bugging me for it. Wait, did I not get the key? I got the S, but I didn't get the key. Hold on, I gotta tab out and unban you. There you go. How did I get the S's but not the key? What happened? Oh, he just like left it. That's weird. I need to also get a better auto mod. This one's really bad. It just auto mods you for like the most like PG things. It's not even like PG-13. You just can't even say like kill. Yeah, you did just get banned for saying die. The auto mod is way too like kid friendly, and I don't know why it's so strict. I need to find a better one. Didn't even drop anything. Messed up. I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear. I love that video so much. I would love to know like more about that guy. I think he's really funny, but like accidentally funny. I think it's just his tone. His voice makes him incredibly funny. Okay, so now the goal. Please tell me I didn't forget it. Hold on. I think, okay, I did it. Oh, thank God. I was about to freak out. I was like, I was just on full autopilot. I was not paying attention. I don't even remember if I picked up the Pyromancer flame. I'm glad that I did. Level up the vitality just a little bit. You know what? No, hold on. Let's do strength, because if we have high enough strength off rip, I feel like the game's gonna be like, alright, now you can have the Black Knight sword. And then with the Black Knight sword, it's GG's. We get to win the game. Quoted by the guy who died with the Black Knight sword the last run. Well, I had it. I didn't get a chance to use it. But if I get my stats early enough, to be able to use it, I might be actually in a good spot. Because all the Black Knight arsenal weapons are really solid. I'm really hoping I can get the Black Knight sword. Dealt with, and then we got a couple more over here. toast, but no cigar. Sorry, ladies. Gotta be careful for the camera. There it is. I still hate that that can happen. I'm glad that I remembered it at least. But yeah, for some reason on that piece of geometry, the camera will just turn you to the right automatically. So when you're walking forward, you'll just go like that, and then you'll walk off the ledge. I don't know. I do think that is just jank, but then again, I'm also playing on the remastered, which, as the community knows, is actually the inferior version. It's a real shame. It genuinely is, because Dark Souls and FromSoft as a whole is just such a critically acclaimed franchise. You would think they would have more respect for their series. I do own the original, but again, I said it at the very start of the series. I will not be using the original version because, one, it's modded all to hell, because you can't play the game online anymore outside of using third-party mods to host private servers. And two, all of my saves have my personal information because I played this when I was literally like 12 years old. So I'm not doing that. I'm also not deleting any of those saves. I don't care. And not like personal information, like full legal name, but like I just like named like 3 of my characters just my actual first name. Because I was just like, I don't understand why I need to make like an alias or a character or something. This is just me. I am this guy. Okay, so let's get a little bit more strength. Let's go give the Firekeeper the soul because I forgot to do so. Okay, reinforce. Let's go ahead and take this off. Let's go ahead and put a humanity on. Alright, we're in a good position now. Me when I named my Dark Souls 1 character, my full address and legal name, and P.O. box, and date of birth, and mother's maiden name. And the name of my first pet, and where I went to high school. It's really funny seeing those social engineering videos where it's just like how easy it is to like break into somebody else's account because the information that's required to get their passwords are really, really easy. Well, that's just funny. It's also really annoying because in the back of my head, I've been like trying to find a way to be like, I should allow myself to use the Rings of Sacrifice as a means of extra lives. Every time I pass by the Ring of Sacrifice, it's like right there below me on that ledge. I'm just like, I could just get like an extra life. And I'm like, no, don't do that. That's cheese. I don't care that it's Dark Souls and people see it as like the hardest game of all time. I've beaten these games. I should be good at them. I shouldn't have to resort to cheesy things like that. Plus, I just like Dark Souls as a game. I think Dark Souls is just such a great experience. I mean, everybody knows that it's like, in a way, it is just one of the most iconic games. Because there's like fucking, I don't even know, like probably 30 games on the market that try to replicate what Dark Souls does. You know, there's it pioneered the Souls-like genre, right? It's like how people like Castlevania and Metroid games. Metroidvanias, right? Some people can get it, some people can't. I still think to this day, there's only been like a handful of games and I'm like, yeah, this is actually like, it does a good job at the Dark Souls formula. Like, it understands what it means to be a Dark Souls-like. Oh. Okay, that was just rude. I still think about AI limit. I am still really disappointed that that game kind of like fell on its own ass. I at least finished the game, I will say that. Might not have been a great experience, and I wanted to stop playing it like multiple times, but I at least finished it. It's the internet, like, Twitter guy that's just like, you can't give a review on a game you never finished, because what if it got really good the second you stopped playing it? And it's like, okay, well, I beat the whole game. It didn't get good. If anything, it got worse. I will say, though, I do agree with a good chunk of, like, internet reviewers when it comes to Dark Souls reviewing, where they're like, Dark Souls 1 is bad because Blighttown exists. And I'm like, okay, I get where you're coming from. Like, don't get me wrong, Blighttown is a bad area. I 100% agree with you. I don't like it. Do I know how to get through it painlessly? For the most part. Does that still, like, give it, like, a thumbs up? Not really. I think the game would be better without it, but it's come to be kind of like a staple of a Souls game, is there's just one area that sucks really bad, and you just have to eat that one. Is that the Dirt Eater one? Yeah, that is the Dirt Eater one. Yeah, for some reason, health potions in AI limit are dirt balls, and I'm just like, okay, this is somebody's fetish, I'm pretty sure. Why the fuck would you have me eating dirt? Okay, I don't think you have anything that I actually want, but I do have to double check just to be sure. I don't need that. I could also just get, like, an actual weapon. I think the reinforced club might actually be, like, the best weapon for me. And I don't think I need any of this. I don't want any of the chain armors. Yeah.
Thank you, Kai.
Yeah, whatever. Let's go ahead and put this on. Can I fast roll with this? Still can. Cool. I think the reinforced club is just the best early game weapon that you can get, and it's literally from, like, the first merchant you find. It's pretty impressive. Almost every class can just use this thing off rip. It doesn't require that much in terms of investment. And it just straight up just, like, one-shots these guys. Oh, hey, a longsword. Cool. I was considering buying one of those, too. Thanks for just giving me one for free. The most deserved hitbox. Completely whiffed and was completely unpunished. Howdy, boys. Oh. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I thought I was gonna get hit by that guy. Alright. In the spirit of making conversation so we don't sit here in silence for a long while, I gotta ask the chat, how does everybody feel about the Chainsaw Man movie? I have a friend of mine who's really into the series, and he's been telling me, you gotta go watch it, it's really good. And then I'm just like, I don't have the heart to tell him. I don't think I ever want to interact with Chainsaw Man as a franchise. Because every single time that I see something about Chainsaw Man, it's never about, oh, this fight scene was really cool. Oh, this character has great depth to them. Oh, this moment was, like, really impactful. It's always, did you see this character's fat ass? Did you see her fucking titties? And I'm just like, do you guys have anything else going on with this series outside of just sex appeal, or is there actually a story in here? Like, I don't want to be mean, but, like, I literally never hear a single thing about Chainsaw Man that isn't just sex. Still haven't watched the base anime? I mean, I haven't either. They've been telling me to give it a try, and I'm just like, I don't think I ever want to. Like, it doesn't seem like a anime that I'd be interested in. I don't mean to, like, dump shit on you guys, but, like, I'm pretty sure I'm, like, one of the only people you'll ever meet that just, like, does not give a shit about, like, sex in anime and, like, fan service. I think a fan service moment is like taking away from an anime rather than giving something to it. Because to me, it's like to me, this is a really bad analogy, but just try to bear with me on this one, okay? This is a really bad analogy. I think it's the same regard as like calling it a horror game when there's nothing about that's unfortunate. When there's nothing about the game that's scary outside of cheap jump scares that are completely undeserved. I think psychological horrors are way more impactful and way more deserving of the title of a horror. Like, Amnesia has some moments of cheap jump scares, but I attribute that to being the fact that the game is like almost 20 years old, right? Like, that's just a relic of the time, but it's still a really good game. It's really good at being scary. But if you put something like, okay, I'm gonna say it. You're not gonna like this. You're not. Close your ears. I think FNAF is a bad horror game. It is only jump scares. Now, the only redeeming quality about FNAF that I like is that it nails the atmosphere perfectly. You are trapped in like the smallest room in any video game ever. But it makes so much mileage of that tiny ass room that I give it a pass at being a horror game. Most of the time, yeah. You're gonna hate Dress Up Darling. See, now that's where you're wrong. Dress Up Darling, completely, it's fine because there's an actual story. There's an actual, like, overarching growth between the two characters. That's like, hey, one person is just like oblivious to the fact that the other is in love with them, and then they're trying to like maintain the dynamic between the two of them. It's like, oh, we are just friends. Oh, we're just working together, and the other one's harboring deeper emotion. There's so much happening. It's not the same. I don't know of a single thing that's happening in Chainsaw Man outside of, oh, this one character's literally like, you sell your soul to me and I will let you like have sex with me or like touch my tits. That's the only thing I've seen. I've never seen anything else from anybody on Twitter for that. That's all I'm asking is there actually a story or anything happening in Chainsaw Man? Because you can't compare the two. Yes, Dress Up Darling absolutely has fan service. 1,000,000%. I am not denying that. But the point I'm making is it does have an actual story. It has moments that make you like actually want to watch it. You can look past fan service. One of my favorite anime of all time is Dragon Maid. You know this. Has fuck tons of fan service. I don't care for it. I'm there because I want to see the dynamic between the two main characters. And in the later seasons, the sub characters start also having really cool moments too. Wow. Fuck! I said no! I'm sorry! Solaire, don't hate me, please! I'm sorry! I take it back! The way I... Thank you, Solaire. Love you, bud. Yes, there is a plot. The MC is incredibly horny. Could you stop getting banned? I need to replace this fucking auto mod. Oh my god. Yeah, like, that's the only thing that I know is that the MC is just, like, an idiot who gets, like, mind-controlled because the women that are around him are like, I will let you use my body if you fucking go kill this demon. And I'm just like, I don't know, like, it just, to me, I'm like, is there any actual depth? I just don't see it. At least not from an outsider looking in. This is exclusively an outsider looking in. I've literally never seen a single episode of my life. I've only seen like 10 clips against my will because people in the anime sphere love talking about Chainsaw Man, but it's always the fan service. Okay, so I didn't get the regular Black Knight sword, so I can try for the Ultra Great Sword. I still have it tabbed on my phone. 1 second. What were the stats for the Ultra Great Sword? I can go on the Ultra Great Sword because that's what they call it in Dark Souls 3. My bad. It's just called the Great Sword in Dark Souls 1. 32 Strength, 18 Dex. Oof, that's rough. 24 though. Okay, based on your take on Chainsaw Man, I really want to know what you think of Jobless Reincarnation. Okay, the name sounds very familiar. Is that the one where it's the guy that gets reborn as a child?
and then there's like the really buff, like half naked buff cat lady. Is that the one you're talking about? I think that's the one you're talking about. That one has a fuck ton of fan service. That is the one? Yeah. I'm very much aware of it. I've only seen clips of it, and I think the cat lady is incredibly hot because I love buff women. I know nothing else about the series. I do think I want more buff lady representation in my anime. I'd sooner give Chancellor Man a actual attempt if they included a really hot buff woman. Based? I'm glad that we agree on that one. But yeah, I've literally never seen a single episode in my life. I'm trying to think of like, okay. My top 5 anime. I will always say this. It's a little unfair because everybody knows that the very first anime you've ever watched will always have a special place in your heart, regardless if it's a good anime or not. And to a certain degree, yeah, that's completely true. You're not gonna. No, you are. Okay. But yeah, to a certain degree, I do agree. I don't think Madoka Magica is a bad anime by any means, but it was my first anime, and I will always hold it as, oh, this was a fantastic anime. Did you go away? Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm so glad this is the end of his pathing. So he just walks away. Okay. I think for my safety, I'm just gonna go back to the bonfire. I'm just not gonna risk it. There's literally no reason to risk it. Never seen it? Madoka Magica is not a anime I would ever recommend anybody watches their first anime. That was my first anime because it was my girlfriend's at the time's favorite anime, and that she was like, you gotta watch it if you've never seen an anime. And I'm like, okay, I'll trust you on it. It seems a little silly. And then I watched like the first episode with her, and I was like, okay, this seems cool. I was just trying to be nice about it. I didn't really have any interest in it, but I was like, I've never seen an anime, so sure, I'll watch it with you. Spoiler, I guess. Sorry if you ever had any interest in watching it. The whole thing about it is it's a bait and twist anime where the first couple of episodes are literally meant to be like, oh, this is cutesy, but it has like a dark side to it. And then you watch it and you're like, oh, this is actually a tragedy. The more you watch it, the more tragic it gets. And I'm just like, oh, this is just painful. This hurts. It's not a dark side. This is actually like they put a silencer on it. It was completely misleading. You thought you saw the worst of it, and it just keeps getting worse. Again, my opinion on it is only from a like high schooler. So to me, I was like, I feel horrible watching this, but I couldn't put it down. I was just like actually just glued to it. I was like, please let there be a happy ending for these people. Oh my god, I hate the rats in this game so much. But yeah, literally, it's just... The whole concept is, hey, there's this white cat creature who's like, hey, I can make you a magical girl, and you get to have any one wish of your heart, like your heart's desire, and it's yours, and you get to become a magical girl. And then you fight witches and you protect the city. Completely on the surface level, it sounds totally fine. Every single episode after the third is just something absolutely horrendous happening. It is just all of the girls are suffering. and it is painful to watch some of the episodes. I still think it's a great anime on its own because I think all of the characters are extremely well written and all of them feel like real people in to a certain degree. Like they feel like their struggles are real. They feel like their problems that they go through are real problems. They don't feel exaggerated for the sake of being an anime. Like you can relate to every girl to some capacity. And I think that the writing of it is insanely good for what it is. And I think that's one of the reasons why Madoka is so well received to the point where it's still being talked about. And they're still making more of them fucking like almost 15 years after the initial release. Like they just got another movie this year, I'm pretty sure. It was this year. It was either this year or it was late last year. Either way. I even made an AMV for it on my channel. So if you want to watch like an AMV for it, it's on my channel. Could you go into that fire for me real quick? Thanks, bud. Whoa, hey! Where the hell did you come from? Okay, I'm in danger now. Hold on. But yeah, I would say there's a couple of things about Madoka that I don't like, but I still think it holds a special place in my heart because that was just my first anime. And it is fucked up that that was my first ever anime of all time. I watched it when I was like in high school, and the funniest thing was I was like, I'll watch like an episode a day and then I'll keep going from there. And then when I got to episode 3, I was like, surely it gets better. And I watched the entire season 1 in one night, and I was like, I was miserable. I was not having a good time. I got like, I think 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep, and then I had to go to school, and I talked to my girlfriend about it like the next morning, and I was just like red-eyed. I looked miserable, and I was just like, I can't believe you made me watch that. But yeah, Sayaka deserved better, is all I'm going to say. I'm going to say I want to keep it in the top 5 for sure. It still holds a special place in my heart regardless. Dragon Maid, probably up there as well. Evangelion is up there. Let's see. What other anime could I want to put in the top 5? That's a tough question. I liked Black Lagoon. I don't know if I want to put it top 5. Let's put it in top 5 for now until something comes up that's better, then I can kick it out. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think I've heard about Assassination Classroom. That's the one with like this, I dare call it like a yellow squid guy with like a creepy smile, right? And like the whole thing about it was like to try to teach the students how to like kill him, and then they would all fail, and then the season finale was literally like him dying. I think that was it, right? That is it? Okay. Yeah. It's really funny because I know a lot about anime and I don't watch all of it. I just know a lot of it from passing because I'm in a lot of like anime groups. So I'm very aware of anime. And that's why I was bringing up the conversation about, could you get off me? About Chainsaw Man, because I literally have never heard anything positive about it outside of it has a lot of fan service. I've never once seen a single soul talk about the writing or like the character growth or development of anything. It's crazy that I almost one-shot you. Love it, but it's mostly due to nostalgia. That's completely fair. I think that's where I keep my feelings for Madoka as well. I did rewatch it, and I still had like a lot of emotions, even knowing what was going to happen, because the writing and the VAs were really, really good. I think Madoka is a great anime. I don't know if it would be anybody else's like top 5. Like if that wasn't your first anime, I don't know if you'd put that top 5. Ow. Okay, well now I'm in trouble. What if I go up here and then heal? Would you let me get away with that? You would. Okay, cool. Oh, well. Cool. I got a little worried there for a second. Really? There we go. Okay, let me think. What's another anime that I'm like, this is really, really good? One that's top 5. I'm really struggling. I've seen like a bunch of anime. Don't get me wrong. There's at least like 20, 25 that I could put in here, but like a lot of it is just like, yeah, it was an experience. I don't look back on it like, oh wow, this changed me for watching it. But I'm just like, yeah, this is enjoyable. I guess to a certain degree that you could still say that that's like worth putting it in your top 5. But I don't know. I think I have stronger opinions about games than I do about anime. I think I might put Dorohedoro in the top 5. I really liked a lot about the world of Dorohedoro. It's very unique, and I mean that in like in the sense of like it's beyond batshit insane, but it makes sense the entire time. Like in the context of the world, you're like, okay, I'm still following you, even though this makes no fucking sense. I'm still able to understand and keep up. And I don't think there's a lot of anime that can pull that off very well. Like from minute 1, the anime is like already like, hey, we're gonna fucking like throw you the most insane amount of curveballs, and it's your job to keep up with every single one of them, and all of them are able to be kept up with. It's genuinely impressive. The music's pretty cool. The fight sequences are really cool. Character designs are awesome. They're extremely cool. It follows the manga like almost perfectly in terms of art direction, which is really cool because a lot of anime adaptations will change some art choices. So I'm glad that they didn't. Okay, cool. I got a little worried. Let's see. Can I equip the Zweihander? How's that feeling for me? What's Zweihander gonna require? 24 strength, 10. I can equip this right now. Okay. I can medium roll. That wouldn't do anything for me. I can take off the shield. No, it's not gonna help me. I need to get my equip blood better. Okay, that's fine. Whoops, wrong thing. Meant to do that. And then do that. Okay. I can also start pumping some HPs. Let's go ahead and get this. Okay. Let's get... Oh, I was hoping for like 3. Whatever. We'll rock that for now. 24 strength is nothing to scoff at. That's a pretty respectable amount of HP. Or strength. Oh man, my brain just like short-circuited there. Okay, so... I'm trying to think. What do I want to do first? I think I want to go fight the butterfly early, and then I'll come back for gargoyles. Normally you're supposed to fight gargoyles first and then butterfly, but I'm doing it in this order because I want to kill Lotric again and get his ring. But I do not feel comfortable fighting because the last time that I fought him, it was already cutting it really close. I haven't leveled any of my HP. If I could get like 15 HP and then enough equip load to comfortably fast roll with the Zweihander, I think I would do it. I already have it equipped. I do feel really bad for all the viewers that have been watching this because they keep seeing the same shit over and over and over again because I haven't made like any actual progress.
I'll be seeing you there.
I'm hopeful that I'll at least make it to a new area today. If I can make it to Gaping Dragon, that'd be good progress. Because so far, getting the key that lets me go to Gaping Dragon has been the furthest amount of progress. I should also go fight the Black Knight as well. The Dark Souls streams are nice to watch. I appreciate that. I'm hopeful that I can at least improve as a player. I think I've improved very slightly. Which is a shame, because I was hoping to get a little bit better, faster. Okay, cool. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to equip the fire bombs. You know, alternatively, I could just wear the Elite Knight set and just do not roll. I have the Kite Shield. It's one of the better early game shields. I could try to fight Lotrec and just not roll. He's fat rolling too, right? What's the issue with two fat rollers? I should also have the Homeward Bone equipped just in case. Chat, I don't have a Homeward Bone. I didn't even need a heal there. I don't know why I did. Could you start landing soon? for them to get the heals up. Oh, fuck. That missed! No! Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm gonna do it. Oh, I don't even need to do it. Oh, you made it not worth it. Get bonked. Alright. He saw me pulling out the throwing knife and said, you know what? I'm just gonna land. That was not too bad at all. Okay, let's get this, and then let's get 12 endurance. I think I should go try to fight the Black Knight Halberd and the Greatsword. Let's see how that handles. Oh, thank you. I actually really needed that. Not yet, but it's nice to have it now. You know what? I'm gonna be smart about this. Let's go and get back to the bonfire up here, so that way I can get 10 Estus to go fight him instead of 5. It is still really funny to me that there's a Demon Titanite inside of the blacksmith's, like next to his forge. He's just like chilling, like they're like next door neighbors. Hey Ron, hey Billy. For those that aren't aware of that, what I just quoted is a video where a guy falls through the roof of like some like convenience store, and he like face plants and he just like sits there on the ground and he's just like clearly in pain. And then the guy across the room goes, hey, Ron. And then the guy who fell from the ceiling just goes, hey, Billy. It's just really funny how like, I don't even know how you get in a situation like that. Like, how do you fall from the ceiling like that? I do kind of want the bastard sword, I'm not going to lie to you. I guess I'll come back. If I don't get the halberd, I'll come back for the bastard sword. Okay, if I remember correctly, Fireball was working really well on the halberd. So I gotta just take his aggro, put him in a spot where I don't like fall off the ledge, fight him a little bit, toss some fireballs at him, and see where it goes. Is there anything back there? No, there isn't. Hello, Titanite bug. Almost. Almost had it, little guy. Okay, should be just around this corner. Hello, friend. Oh my god, that was almost really bad. Okay, well now it is really bad. How did that block? That just completely missed. Ow. Oh my god. How did that miss? Unlucky. Game doesn't want me to have it. Spells seem kind of janky in this game. Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why I never really got like committed to a Pyromancer or Sorcerer. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Crest Shield. Ladies and gentlemen, the clutch has arrived. Alright, let's get some more HP. Wow. That sure was some HP. The arrows! Yippee! Okay, now we're gonna backtrack back. And we need to go kill the Greatsword Black Knights and see if that at least gives us his weapon. If not, I could just rock the Bastard Sword or the Zweihander. Both really solid weapons, at least to me. I should fight him at some point. I just don't want to. He's not a fun fight. His hitboxes are really bad. I kind of do wish that you could farm the Black Knights. Even if the drop rates were like really bad, just being able to be like, no, I'm gonna fight you like 500 times. I want your weapon, and not having to like restart. They're not an easy fight by any means. They should let you, but I don't know why they don't. A little surprised that that worked out the way it did. Are you chasing me by any chance? Had to double check. I don't want to get jumped from behind when I'm fighting a Black Knight. That would be a recipe for disaster. Oh, thanks for the helmet. Okay. I don't think I need to run back here, but we'll see. Who knows? He might fling himself off the map again for like the 4th time. I still have no idea how to replicate that consistently. He just does it sometimes. Ow. Also, the Grass Crush shield is a little too heavy, which is a little bit of a problem. Oh, that's really bad. Alright, let's get out of here. God, you are really threatening, you know that? Ow. I'm dead. That's rough. He got me with the 2 uppercuts. It's the tried and true combo. Small Hat Logan, level 22. Got 2 bosses. Added to the record books. "53 minutes. 34 seconds. Boss is slain 2. Died 2 enemy. What a shame. Okay, new game. Elizabeth, sorry. Let's see. Let's do another bandit run. Another master key. God, I just can't get over how bad all of these faces are. Commoner, I guess. Let's do short. There we go. What would this be called? A bandit. I don't know why, but I'm feeling a Haru. I'm just feeling Haru right now. I don't know why. I don't even know a single Haru that has red hair. Couldn't name a single one. I just felt Haru. It's gonna be so funny when I beat Dark Souls 1 Permadeath and then move on to like Dark Souls 2. I feel like it's gonna be significantly worse. And then when I get through Dark Souls 2 Permadeath and I get to Dark Souls 3, I finish it in like an afternoon. I've beaten Dark Souls 1 probably close to like 15, 16 times. I've been able to like speed run it. And I don't think I've even died before it at one point. I might have died like maybe once or twice, but I was like kind of just running through it, not paying attention. Because like when you're speedrunning it, you're prioritizing getting through it as fast as possible, not really whether you live or die. I am gonna do them in order, yeah. I think it would have been better if I did Dark Souls 3 first, because that's my best Dark Souls. Like I could probably get Dark Souls 3 within like maybe 10 attempts. Start to finish, I think I can do it within 10 attempts. I'm being so genuinely honest. I might even be like overselling myself. Or underselling myself is the right word. Cause I'm now that I'm really thinking about it, I think I average only a handful of deaths. Like I know where every enemy like the gank spawn is, and I know how to get around them all, like, very well. I'm starting to get better at it with Dark Souls 1. I am going to make it harder for myself for Dark Souls 3, because I don't think it's fair. Dark Souls 3's DLC is very difficult. Okay, that was a mess. I'm going to force myself to beat the entire DLC included, Deathless, which is a recipe for disaster because there's a lot of bosses that are really difficult. I will most likely not do the DLCs for Dark Souls 1 and 2 because they're also incredibly difficult. I will do them after, like as a victory lap. So when I beat Deathless Dark Souls 1, I'm doing the DLCs as for fun. Not at all for the challenge. I don't care if I die in the DLCs. I mean, as a streamer, I could just make the executive decision to be like, nah, it's my stream, my house, my rules. I'm just gonna play Dark Souls 3 Deathless and skip Dark Souls 1. I could do that, I just think it's lame. It's one of those things where it's like, you know what you sign up for when you sign up for it. It's not a surprise that you're stuck in the first couple of areas of Dark Souls because it's a difficult game. You just have to grow as a player. Like, I know what to expect, I'm just bad at executing it because I'm used to what Dark Souls 3 lets you get away with. Like, for starters, being able to mash rolls is really, really good. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. Being able to move while healing gets you out of trouble a lot. There's lots of freebies, lots of free souls. Weapon arts are really strong. They give you the claymore within the first like 5 minutes of the game, so it's just GG's. Dancer skip exists. Oh my god. Dark Souls 3 dancer skip is ridiculous. Okay, this is dangerous because I don't have a Pyromancer flame. Get out of the wall. For those that don't know what dancer skip is, in Dark Souls 3 specifically, there's it's the start of the end game boss that you can get to, where the boss is in the starting area of the game, but it's on, like, okay, you go right to go make actual story progression, and you go left if you want to just die. It's kind of like going to the graveyard in Dark Souls 1 instead of going to the Undead Burg instead. You can go to the graveyard, it's just not recommended. That's clearly a much later section of the game. This is dangerous. Okay, why not move with instead? Okay, I'm in danger. I need to get rid of this one. Okay, there we go. A little dangerous, but for a Estus upgrade is really appreciated. There we go. Anyways, so the Dancer of the Boreal Valley in Dark Souls 3 is weak to dark for some reason, and there's a great battle axe, like not that far from her boss fights, that is already infused with dark, and it has not that high of stat requirements to go fight. It's almost as if it was intentional to be like, hey, we know that you can do this. You're gonna want a dark weapon. We're putting it right here. Go fight her. It's really interesting that they made that decision. I would go as far as to say it was deliberate. So what I like to do is when I start my runs, I just rush to Dancer as fast as possible, and then killing a near endgame boss would give you like 20 levels. So you start the game over leveled, and it allows you to just run through specific areas that are just not worth fighting because the enemies are tanky and they are annoying and they stack up on you and they don't drop a whole lot of souls. So by doing Dancer Skip, you're actively wasting more time by trying to fight them than you would be if you were to just run. So if you know how to safely run past these enemies, you're not losing anything because you're already over leveled because of Dancer. So the trick is to be really good at the game to fight Dancer hitless. You can get away with, like, I think like a third of her attacks won't one-shot you, but you're definitely going to be hurting. Which, with enough practice, I was able to get consistently. I haven't done a Dark Souls 3 speedrun in almost a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I am a little rusty, and I think that's where a majority of my failures are going to come from, are getting to Dancer and then being like, I forgot the flow state of how to fight Dancer, and then I'm going to make a couple mistakes there and die to her early. But when I get through Dancer, I would feel very confident to be like, yeah, I could just get through the entire game like perfectly fine, because I have a level 20 advantage. That in Dark Souls 3 is just easier. A bit harder without a spell, but still worth. Oh yeah, absolutely. Having the extra Estus Flask charge is just really good. Now, if I'm lucky, I'll actually get the Black Knight weapon to drop this time. I still have yet to get a single run where I get the weapon and I'm able to use it. I've not had a single run yet. I've had the weapon drop, but I've just died before I got the stat requirements to be able to use it. So I'm really hopeful that this time is different. Aw. Also, I've been thinking about it. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it, but I've definitely been thinking about it. I want to do like a dedicated day for like Escape from Tarkov. Tarkov is getting its 1.0 release very soon. It's supposed to be this year. Tarkov is one of my favorite games just in general. I love like the world of Tarkov, and I love the gameplay loop of Tarkov. When I was playing it actively before I started streaming, I almost beat the game. At least from the community standards. There was no actual ending to the game. But I almost got to the like final section of the story before the 1.0 release. I almost had it. But with the 1.0 release, they are like, okay, we have an official ending now. There will be a way to beat the game. And I'm like, oh shit, you have my attention. I want to go and give that a try and see how that goes. So I want to do a full wipe of Tarkov and beat the game. Issue is, I don't think I would have the time to be a streamer, go to work, hang out with friends, run my errands, and then play Tarkov. I just don't think it's possible unless I include Tarkov in my streaming loop. So I'm thinking about like doing like a Dark Souls every Saturday, and then like a Tarkov, I don't know, like every Wednesday. And then Monday and Friday is whatever game that I'm currently working on. So like it'd be like Silksong Monday, Tarkov Wednesday, Silksong Friday, Dark Souls Saturday. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm currently been, that's what I've been workshopping for a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna do it because I don't know if there's any interest at all to watching me play Tarkov. It's not a game that everybody's gonna want to watch. It has its moments, but there's a lot of downtime that people don't find interesting. Because it's one of the only games that you can play where it's like you have a chance to just not fight a single soul. You can just go through an entire run and not find a single person. And that's like 45 minutes of just nothing happening. And a lot of people don't really find it enjoyable to watch unless you're in high PvP focused areas where it's like, going here, you're expected to die within 5 seconds of spawning. You know? Like, there are areas like that. So, I don't know if people are going to want to watch it, but I definitely want to play it. So, I don't know. I'll need to figure it out. When the official release drops, I'll go and plan it out a little bit better. But for now, I'm just floating around with the idea of making a dedicated Tarkov day. I don't know a lot about Tarkov. I just know my father played it, but it seems interesting. Are you familiar with like battle royales as like a genre? Like Apex, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Fortnite, like stuff like that. It's the concept is literally it's a battle royale, but you can just leave. You can leave and come back later with the gear that you found while you're playing it. So like, hey, I'm looting this one building. I found a golden weapon. I want to keep this weapon. I'm leaving the battlefield. I'm taking an early extraction. I'm not going to be the last one standing. I'm leaving and I'm taking this loot with me. But the caveat is, if you die, you lose what you brought in with you. Right? So some people get like gear fear where they're like, oh, I found this 1 in a million drop. It's incredibly rare. I need to leave right now and I will never ever use this thing for the rest of my life. That is a type of player for sure. I love I really did enjoy my time with Battle Royales. Oh damn. But being the last one standing was always just a, okay, well, who's going to be camping the one building that's like in the circle? Who's going to be the one that's like actively running out and like trying to get a good clip? Like there's a lot of like back and forth between like, how does the person want to win the game, right? But Tarkov's like, you could be the last one standing and not even know it because it doesn't tell you how many players are left. There's a lot about Tarkov that I really, really like. There's a lot that I don't like, but there's a lot more that I do like. It's a very cool game, in my opinion. It's definitely not a game for everybody. I will say that. I do not recommend it to just blindly to everybody. I think if you enjoyed PUBG, but at the same time, you're like, I don't care for Battle Royales, but I enjoyed my feeling of playing PUBG, I think you should give it a try. But be aware that it's you're gonna have a lot more pain than you are fun. Hey, Black Knight Sword, yippee! I think the average person will tell you you're meant to lose your first like 25 to 30 runs before you even come close to getting a victory. Like your success rates are in like the 5%. When I was playing it, I think my peak was like 45% success rates. Like that's my peak. You're meant to lose. It's very uncommon that people win these things. And by win, I mean like you're going in to a PvP focused area, you're wiping the floor, you're getting all of the loot, and then you leave successfully. That's a victory in my book. Not many people get to experience that. It takes a lot of practice because a lot of people are really good at that game. There's people that have been playing it since the beta and the alpha. So you have like 5-6 years of experience to compete with. And when the 1.0 launches, all of those people that have been playing are going to be there day one. So you have that to look forward to. There are PvE modes that you can interact with, which I would recommend if you're interested in, play the PvE first. It's a lot easier to get into, and it's a lot more forgiving. I don't recommend PvP just to anybody. As a game, it will probably give you the highest highs and the lowest lows of any video game you'll ever play. I was really hoping he was going to drop the axe again. I was just going to see how lucky I was. But yeah, I love it. I think it's a very unique experience that it gives you a type of adrenaline that can't be gotten anywhere else. I don't think there's been a single game that has made me feel the things that I felt with Tarkov. It's also really funny because I give you full permission to laugh. I really do. I give you full permission to laugh at my expense because I'm able to laugh at it now too. When I first played Tarkov, it was some of the scariest gameplay I've ever seen because of the level of immersion that I got from playing it. I genuinely felt like I was in these situations, that I was the PMC that I was playing as. It gave me such a intense amount of dread from playing it that I had like actual like tremors in my hands one moment that like actually got me was when I was doing my very first night raid with a couple of friends of mine. Tarkov doesn't give you like a HUD outside of like your inventory and your overall status. Those are the only layers of HUD you're allowed to get. You have to count your bullets. You have to count your energies. You have to count your times. You have to look at your clock, be like, how much time do I have left? Like, there's all of this that you have to do yourself. It is constantly doing this to give you a more immersive experience, because the more like layers of HUD that you give the player, the less they feel like it's them playing and more like, oh, I'm just playing as a character. It breaks that wall between the game and the player. So during a night raid, I went in with like two of my friends who are more experienced. They both have had like a wipe or two in like experience before I had. So I haven't had any experience ever doing a night raid. So a night raid, sun's down, moon's out, there's no lights. You only have the moonlights and the occasional street lights. Occasional. It's very rare you'll see one. So it's just pitch black the entire time, and your only solace is a really shitty pair of like night vision goggles that don't work very well. The smallest noise, everybody stops on a dime. You hear a twig snap, everybody is immediately silent. And what happened was, in this night raid, one of my Sherpas, my friend, was like, oh, I think there's somebody else here. He's immediately one-shots. He's dead. I'm like, oh, fuck. Everybody stops and is, like, absolutely dead silent. We're waiting for the next line of noise to give us any bit of, like, information to know where we're getting attacked from. Nothing's happening. Everybody's sitting in silence. We're hearing, like, small shuffling. And I'm like, I think this is this guy right here. And because there's no HUD, if you see a body, you don't know if that's your friend or not. You don't know if what you're aiming your gun at is a friendly. I shot my teammate. He died. I killed him. And then I sat there in like actual fear as my only line of safety were my two friends, and they were both dead. One of them was by my own hands. I have never felt emotions that strong in my entire life from any video game I've ever played. Ever. Ever. I've played countless games. I've experienced so many emotions, none of them ever come close. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I think that was the most intense emotions I've ever felt. I felt like I actually killed my own friend in real life. That's like how it felt to me. I'm being like genuinely serious when I say it was so intense. But yeah, I'm gonna be so for real when I say this. It was so intense that I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to be scared of a video game or like a horror movie ever again. There's times where I'm getting like intense because I'm like, oh, this is a stressful situation, but I'm not like going, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like I don't think I've ever been like that to the same degree as I was when I was like a teenager. I just don't find horror games scary anymore because when you've been through like things that are way scarier by comparison, they aren't, the average thing isn't scary to you. Like, you get desensitized to it almost, right? That's kind of where I'm at with horror games. I don't find horror games scary anymore after I've been through Tarkov. I think doing night raids in Tarkov is some of the scariest shit you'll ever do. It is, it's in a league of its own. It is some of the scariest shit ever. It's just because of how simple just taking away a HUD is from somebody. Forcing them to be immersed with the world from every capacity, and from, I'm talking like the most simple shits. Like, oh, you can't reload without dropping your magazine, or you have to manually load every individual bullet from your magazine. Oh, I reloaded when this gun had 5 rounds left of it. Well, that magazine is still there with 5 rounds in it. And so you could accidentally put in a magazine because you're not marking your mags. You're putting in a random magazine. This one had 5 bullets left in it. And then you reloaded, but you shot only 5 bullets because you're not paying attention. It adds so much. All of these things, like, cascade into one experience of just being absolutely immersed. It's so cool. I don't know any other game that does it like this. It's truly in a league of its own. And I know I'm like selling it like up and down, left and right. It does have its flaws. I do think that there is a really bad cheater problem because obviously with stakes this high, people don't want to lose progression. People don't like seeing their work go to nothing. So a lot of people will just cheat. And it's very frequent. You'll see it very frequently, sadly. Damn. Could you get in that corner again so I can hit you? Okay, cool. But yeah, moral of the story, I like Tarkov a lot. I have already made 2 music videos on it as well. So if you're ever interested in watching Tarkov, you can watch either one of those music videos. I think I did pretty good on them too. The first one was pretty okay. The second one was a lot better. I was very proud of my work on the second one. But you can also tell that I was just improving as a player too. Like you could see the growth in just the 2 videos alone. Good fight, bud. Being able to 2-shot him with this battle axe is kind of cool, actually. I gotta put more respect on it. Seems really interesting, but I'm awful at shooters, so I'm never gonna play it. Would love to watch it, though. Alright, sick. So having even a little bit of interest on it makes me really want to stream it. But yeah, it is absolutely one of the hardest shooters to get into, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Full stop. If you don't love shooters as a genre, you're gonna hate it. It is incredibly punishing. I hate to say this. I really, really hate to say this, but there is no other way to say it. It is quite literally the Dark Souls of shooters. And I know that's like the cringiest shit I could have ever said, but I mean it. There's no other way to explain it. Either you love it or you hate it. There's no, it's okay. It's one or the other. I think for sure I'm going to stream probably the first couple of weeks of it, and then based on player retention, viewer retention, if people want to keep watching it, then I'll keep streaming it. If like nobody wants to watch it, then I'll just probably slot it in with something else. We'll see. We'll feel it out as we get to it. Ah, damn it. I'm also worried because I don't know how well it's going to run. As much as I love Tarkov, some of the areas are very unoptimized. It's, you know, you got to give it some leeway because it's not even in full release yet. Early access, it's going to run as well as you expect. I do wish it was just a little bit more optimized. They are apparently trying to optimize it more, so we'll see how that goes. It is possible to stream, but oh my god, you have to like really lower some settings to make it work. how much more I need for the Black Knight. 18 decks. That's not too bad. 6 more levels to go already. Might even be able to get closer. Oh, whoops. I think that's 1 level. It's 2. Nice. Worked out. Alright, 4 more levels to go. I think if I go fight the gargoyles and Lautrec, I should have enough. Okay, +2. Good stuff. Alright. I could also go fight the Moonlight. Moonlight would be a little tricky because I don't have any fire attacks outside of the fire bombs. So I would have to fight Moonlight a little bit longer than I would like to. Are you really following me that far? Man, you're crazy. How is he still here? You're supposed to get banished as soon as I set it a bonfire. What happened?
I'll be seeing you there. Be careful.
I really should be careful. There's a fucking goober above your house. Is there any reason to kill the big knights? Which one? The one that's guarding the Firekeeper soul? The one that was just chasing me right there? I don't think he does anything outside of having a chance to drop his Ultra Great Shield, which is one of the best shields in the game, because it blocks pretty much everything. The issue is you can't roll with it. Like, it is just far too heavy. It would max out your weight just off of the shield alone. It's incredibly heavy. But it pretty much blocks everything in the game. Pretty much. There's obviously some spells that go around it and like some specialist. My loot. But yeah, there's some edge cases where it won't block what's going on, but I'm pretty sure that's like the only reason you'd ever fight him. Wow, that's awesome. I'm gonna run over here and heal now. Thank God for a +2 Estus. I am gonna equip the fire bombs just in case I need them. It is really funny that the community pretty much unanimously agrees that Moonlight isn't a hard fight, it's just an ADHD test. It's just having the patience to fight Moonlight. Try to get one more. Should be landing, right? Yeah, there we go. Almost. I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking in the back of my head, I'm fighting the urge to not just throw fire bombs at this boss, but at the same time I'm realizing that does mean that I'm failing the ADHD test. Because I can't just have the patience to be like, no, I'll just wait for you to land. I could just kill the boss right now by just throwing fire bombs at it. Oh, hey, the laser beam. I haven't seen that one in a minute. Oh wow, I've not seen you do that before. That's actually new to me. I'm sorry, I failed the ADHD test. I could not be bothered to do another wave. That might actually be enough. I could potentially be wielding the Black Knight sword now. Oh, it's so close too. Yeah, I have nothing else. That's fine. Okay, my goal now is to get back to this bonfire, get my 10 Estus, go back, fight the Black Knight Glaive, see if he drops his weapon. If not, I don't really care. Then I'm going to go fight Lautrec, then I'm going to go fight Gargoyles, and then we go fight Gaping Dragon. And then along the way somewhere, I get enough level to equip the Black Knight sword. Almost there. Actually, I think I am there. Because I think I picked up another soul, didn't I? I did. So now the real question is, can I actually equip it? How heavy is it? It's double the... Oh, wow. It is kind of heavy. I mean, I'm already medium rolling as is, but I get a better weapon for it. This needs Twinkling Titanites. Okay.
I'll be seeing you there.
That's so unfortunate. Please, no. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I hate you so much, dude. I hate you so much. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate fighting him in his stupid, damn janky hitbox. It's so bad. It's such a middle finger to the gamer because it's literally the most egregious hitbox in the entire game. It's so hilariously bad. You wouldn't believe how bad that hitbox is. Everything about that enemy is so broken. That's why I literally do not fight them ever. At least my runs are getting longer, yeah. I'm half tempted to give myself a pass. I'm so tempted to be like, no, I would never fault somebody who's doing a run like this. To be like, no, I do think that you deserve to just walk that one off because you were just cheated. At the same time, I knew I was in trouble when I was going in fighting anything at medium rolls. Oh my god, that's so depressing. I didn't even get a chance to use the weapon. I didn't even get a chance. That's so sad. Oh my god. Could I even get it with picking this off? No, I'm still medium rolling. Wow, this is just the lightest armor that I have. I'd have to get like the leather set, which is where I was going to get. Man, that's upsetting. That's really, really sad. What are we at? Haru, level 22, 44 minutes. I did that somehow faster. I pretty much did the exact same thing that Small Hat Logan did, but like 10 minutes faster. That's crazy. Haru died in Darkroot Garden, 44 minutes and 27 seconds. Killed 2 bosses, died to a boss. I'm going to say it's a boss because that enemy is ridiculous. All right, well, sadly, that's the end of the stream. That's everything. Man, I didn't even get a chance to go fight anything. I equipped it and then I immediately died. The Black Knight Sword of bad luck, I guess. It is what it is. That's the nature of the beast. That's what you signed up for by playing Dark Souls. But that's all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you gamers in about 2 weeks when I get back. I have a lot of shit that I have to go take care of now, so I will catch you when I see you next. I'll make an announcement when I'm back and ready to stream again. But yeah, see you in 2 weeks, gamers. Take care.